Hi everyone, Aiden here with etrailer. If you have a van or another vehicle with low ground clearance, but you're looking to tow a trailer and you don't have a torque wrench, then this etrailer 2-inch pre-torqued ball mount could be a great option for you. The thing that really sets this apart is the fact that that 2-inch ball is pre-torqued onto the platform here. That nut and lock washer there, a lot of times these pieces will come separately and you've got to find a way to torque the ball down to the platform yourself. It can require a really high torque spec, a torque wrench to make sure you get to that proper spec and you're towing safely, and it's just a lot of effort. So if you don't have a torque wrench or you don't want to go through all that effort to maybe go and rent one or buy one separately to then put all the muscle behind this and you just want it to be ready to go out of the box, this is a great solution because it's already pre-torqued in this rise position, making it perfect for our vans and lower vehicles. To be specific, you get a 2 3/4 inch rise from the hitch to the top of the platform here, where your trailer can hook up to that 2-inch ball. What the ball mount can handle is going to be 7,500 pounds of gross trailer weight. That's how much weight it can pull, and it has a 750 pound max tongue weight. That's going to be the maximum downward pressure on the end of the ball mount there. Keep in mind that's what the ball mount is rated for. Not necessarily your hitch and not necessarily your vehicle. So be sure to check those things too and go by the lowest rated component. That way you're not overloading any one thing in your whole towing setup. Down at the hitch, it does include a pin and clip. That way things are truly ready to tow right out of the box. A lot of ball mounts don't include this and you have to pick it up separately, so it's just nice to have that ready to go for you. Now if we pull this out of the hitch, we can see that it's going to be a hollow shank on the inside, makes things a little bit more lightweight and easy to handle, but also if you wanted to add an anti-rattle block in here, you could. Just know that it would replace your pin and clip because it would add a threaded block, and now you would have to thread a new pin through. The finish on the ball mount here is also one of the things that makes this really unique. On the ball, it's going to be this black nickel plating. It's going to be really resistant to rust and corrosion, and the hitch pin does match that finish. You probably noticed some scratches and scuffs on there, and that's because we have used this ball mount for towing multiple times, both with and without grease. Those scratches popped up when we were using it without grease, and you can see it's pretty minor, and the rest of the ball mount pretty much looks good as new here because we did grease it before use some of those other times. And after wiping away the grease, no scratches or scuffs underneath. The thing to point out and that we found when using these ball mounts though is that this matte finish over top, as it does scratch away, that's really just a top clear coat. The black nickel plating underneath is a little bit more glossy, and as you scratch away the top coat, it remains underneath pretty intact. So compared to something like a chrome plating, this is probably going to hold up a little bit longer, especially if you take proper care of it with grease. Now for the platform underneath, it's a very standard black powder coating process, but underneath there is an E-coating. So as the powder coat scratches away, again, you've got an additional layer of protection underneath, so it's not just going to be bare steel that's more prone to rusting and corroding. One measurement to look out for is going to be your distance from the center of the hitch pin hole to the center of the ball where a trailer is going to be hooking up. That's going to be right at 8 inches. That's really good to know so you can figure out where your trailer is going to sit relative to your vehicle. And in most cases, these lower clearance vehicles like vans, your hitch will sit a bit more recessed under there. So 8 inches should give you enough room to not sit too close to the bumper of your vehicle, but it's still something to watch out for as you're backing your trailer up because this likely will rise up and come in line with your bumper. And if you go too far, you run the risk of hitting that paint and potentially scratching things while trying to hook up. Overall though, this ball mount from etrailer I think is a really great option if you've got a van or a low clearance vehicle, because that rise is probably what you're going to need, and the fact that it comes just ready to go out of the box I think sets it apart from the other options that you might be looking at in that entry-level category. Plus you get a much better finish and the pin and clip are included, so it's truly ready to go out of the box. You might consider though, if you have different trailers with different coupler sizes or different ride heights, maybe looking into an adjustable ball mount like the adjustable etrailer ball mount. It can be really helpful in adjusting to those heights perfectly, or even if you tow with multiple vehicles and your van isn't the only vehicle towing with. It's just something to look into, but I think for most people, if you just have the one trailer, you've just got your van, then this ball mount would be a really great option, and it's just ready to go with no frills out of the box. Again, my name's Aiden here with eTrailer, and thank you for watching.